Alright, what's going on? Today I'm going to show y'all how to make beats for Che. It's going to be similar to his two newest songs, Love and Green Day. So let's get straight into it. So Che should be dropping his album Rest and Bass soon. So it's going to be something similar to that, a little bit more virtual. Not really sure what the vibes for the album are going to be, but I think it sounds similar to his two newest drops. So for this first sound, it's a synth that I made in Serum from scratch. I exported this out and put it in one of my newer kits that should be dropping at the end of this month. So you can make sure to peep that when it drops. And I just laid down these simple chords, and then added some top notes, and then changed these right here, and then went up to an F-sharp chord, and added a little bit of effects. I did rift, an EQ, and a phaser. So here's what that first sound sounds like. Then next after that, it's this lead pattern, lead kiss. Again, it's going to be from my upcoming kit. All these presets are from scratch, and I exported them out later. So just a simple lead pattern. What I did is I went here, I set it to the key, which was C sharp. I believe it's the same key. And then I just played on my keyboard. Just put on my laptop keyboard and just got like an interesting melody I thought sounded cool. Then just add some effects. I add distortion cold fire, which is just a distortion plugin, and then rift again. And I got this. Next, after that, I just added a bass. So this is the bass once again. And just laid down the notes from the original synth. So B, D sharp, C sharp, and then up to F sharp. And here's what that sounds like. So these notes right here are actually pretty important to the bass line and the whole melody itself. Adding something that adds a little bit more like bounce and just character at the end, and it kind of makes it sound more fun, more like a Che beat. And these three notes are really important just because they spice it up. It's not just going from like B to D sharp. Like it's mainly those two notes that switch it up and create just more like a cool vibe at the end. Then after that, it's this lead tune. And I just laid down this simple lead pattern. It just goes up, then down, up. Nothing too crazy. Brought this note right here that was at a G sharp before, up to a C sharp. And here's what that lead pattern sounds like. So it's like a cool glitchy layer in the background. In terms of effects, I added this infiltrator plugin, which is similar to like Shaperbox in a way. It glitches it, and then delay 3. Next, for the last melody sound, is another sound from Serum 2. All these melody sounds are from Serum 2. This is just a pluck I made from scratch, and that just followed the bass line right here, and then added some more notes on top, kind of turn it into an ARP. And then for the second section, I just pitched it up an octave. In terms of effects on that, I did rift and then OTT to compress it. Here's what this sounds like. Yeah, so that's the whole melody. I'll play what it sounds like together and then we'll move on to the drums. I did this in a separate FLP, so I'll switch to that. And yeah, here's what the whole melody sounds like. Alright, bet. So here's the drums. I just have these all in one pattern. Didn't really do much in this FLP. Just threw some drums on the loop. In terms of the loop, though, I did pitch it up 2 and then speed it up a little bit to 145 from the original 140. As for drums, the first sound here is an 808. It's from a Florency kit. Good like fat virtual 808s. And I just did like a pretty simple 808 pattern. For this, I ended up taking this last note down an octave. And then right here I did kind of like a slide thing where these two are up an octave, and then this is down an octave again. Pretty simple 808 pattern. Here's what it sounds like. nothing too crazy there. Then I layered these clap and snares. These are casket sounds. So there's the clap, and here's the snare, and here's what it'll sound like together. So pretty simple there. And then just a simple hi-hat. It's from a Sogi kit. Just added a one step with some rolls down here. Here's what that sounds like. So nothing too crazy there. Kind of like a weird hi-hat sound though. So I thought it sounded unique, and that's why I used it. Then just an open hat from a Sogi kit. Another open hat. This is an iconic sound. Just add 2 on the 1 and then the 5. Those have like some effect sounds add on to them. And then finally it's just a snare pattern. So here's what that sounds like. So just like some accent snares and then this roll down here at the end. And that is the whole beat. So I'll play what the drums sound like together. Pretty simple drums, but they sound really good with the melody. In terms of mixing, I didn't really do anything, just empty. But I did take out low end using an EQ on that melody, just so it didn't clash with the 808. And I did a like longer bridge than most beats would usually do. Brought the EQ slowly back in to take out that low end, and yeah, that's the full beat. So y'all can hear what that sounds like in the intro. I'll play this here so y'all can see the FLP at the end. I appreciate y'all for watching. I'm going to be dropping my new kit here soon, in about a week or two, so y'all can go check out that 100 new presets with Z-Add and then some loops. Let me know anything else y'all want in it too. I can add shit, but it's just going to at least be certain presets, loops, probably some midis too. So yeah, here's what the whole beat sounds like.